Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by match against AsuRob. He's the Allied commander from the US Empire of Japan. Now it's July 15th, 42, the turn after my retreat out of Suva. And two divisions are now, let's say, not more combat ready, that for sure. I also be overstacked now at Nadi, so I need to take out at least one division as soon as possible. Maybe I take both out, you see. So the submarine battle here in my port. There's also more mines, so the French submarines dropped some mines. Luckily I have still local local minesweepers, so I can take care of this kind of threat always. So I have to organize more or less now a task force to bring in supplies, a task force to take out the division and cover this with surface groups and air power and a lot of stuff to do. And this is always under threat of air, submarine attacks and everything else. A light cargo ship here at Bombay route. Easy kill, no escort. But only like cargo ship, who cares? Rob is not using really much of his Chinese army, so I guess he's only using it for blocking. And he let me take it slowly over. Let's say many allied players simply don't care this too much, but I would say China is a critical part in the game, because if you play the allies and you play the Chinese well, you can simply keep the Japanese very busy and draw a lot of attention and supplies from the Japanese. So I would say it is important. My M4s taking out his ensigns. Well, air war is light, the typical stuff. Coming and coming and coming. But I'm not so sure if they're really achieving anything. Oh, the sweep for the P-38. So, what you would normally do with the P-38, sweeping, and that looks okay. But killing 1-to-1 with P-38 is always a victory for Japan, so but maybe it's still better than anything else. Good. I-6 can find here a big convoy, but cannot get into attack position. S-46 is still here. 47 was destroyed, I think, 2 days ago. 46k, then small hit once again. Good. Striking here. And the Chinese are defeated. This army is already defeated and it's only a question of time how fast I can fully destroy them. That is my attempt to overcome here this India division. It's already a little weak, so this is not a full-fledged India division, but it's still strong enough to hold the attack. This is my mixed brigade here. I can retake the base and force the British out. There was only some block forces only, they're not strong enough to really take on frontline units. And here is another broken unit trying to, because there's a river here, they come from the east, crossing into west, but I had a Navy Guard unit here for garrison and that was enough. Goodie. Air losses are again in my favor, 11-2. I lost 2 M4s, I think over Rockhampton or Bundaberg. Yeah. So 2 lightnings getting destroyed, yeah. Okay. So 2 lightnings for 2 M4s, 1-to-1 kill ratio. But of course the M2s are also on other places, so I don't know if it's really only this one air wing lost 2. And the small cargo ship. Yeah. So I have now enough supplies back here in Tokyo, so I can send out the next supply runner to support my campaign in the South Pacific. China, I think this is getting slowly under control. I also was able to retake this base, so that is already the beginning. Now I only need to take these 2 dot bases and then I have a new supply line. And because up to, I mean, I still have here supplies. It's possible to get here supplies also over land, but it's better if you have a road or rail connection. This unit here was only, I don't know, scouting and trying to retake empty bases, but I had garrison. I have a garrison request, so I must take or keep here someone here. This counterattack was not successful. I had here only, I mean, it is not completely defeated. I get a 1-to-1 ratio, or it would really automatically flip back to defense. But I'm not so sure if I can overcome this weak India division. It's still too strong. Because this is also jungle, so I need a full power division to strike out. I have 1 division, I think, here. So this guy is trying to battle because I have here other Navy Guard unit taking over the garrison, and because this is an important city, tons of resources are produced here. All the resources, of course, they stockpile here in Calcutta. I have no chance to really transport them out up to now, so I mean I try to organize it, but first you can see I need here more fuel because Calcutta have a heavy industry and I have nearly no fuel more. I must always bring here a lot of fuel in to keep the heavy industry running that I produce here locally. It's more supplies. So I must ship from Dutch East Indies to Calcutta and all other bases, but I don't need to ship anything back to Japan so far. That is good. Here at Rockhampton, East Australia, the Rockhampton front. I think here Bundaberg was the air battle. Yeah. So I had 2 wounded pilots here. And if I have 2 wounded pilots, I think I also have 2 lost airframes. This is a big air wing, but I don't have enough airframes, and I also don't have enough supplies to maintain a very big air fleet. So we'll see. Here is the next supply run, what is left, what I can spare, but it's roughly 4,000 or 5,000 tons of supplies. It would be enough to stabilize the situation. And then these guys can also, they're T cargo ships or transport cargo ships. They can maybe carry some defeated unit out of the hex. Because now I'm really in overstacking. Not a lot, but you have overstacking, then you always consume more supplies. So that is not good. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.